Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Sunday. I'm sorry I'm dreadfully late. My big excuse is that I was not moving quickly enough this morning. Not a very good excuse, but there it is. Hello, it's Hazel. OMG, good noon on my screen. Hi, it's me. I was checking out to see what I could do to my Delver's Gobtrotter now that I've unlocked some of the stuff from the journey. Turns out a few things. It didn't look like this when it began. I think I can see what it looked like if I go over to the Delver's table. I don't know if this is enough to make me ride it. I think if I got the gold one, which has to be double question mark underpinned. Yeah, this is where we started. This is where we started. And then this is how it's going. Still pretty good though. Perk with a 70-month resub. Thank you very much. Mediocrity Squared back with 34 months. Thank you so much. Love that shirt. Me too. I just finally got around to folding my laundry and I folded this one and I thought, haha, favorite shirt time. I just need to not spill anything on it today. I feel like half the times I've worn it, it's such a pretty white, and by that I just mean it's a white shirt, that I tend to spill coffee or hot sauce or something on it, and then I have to spring into action. And so far I've gotten it all out. It's fast moves and stain remover can really do a lot of work. A little cold water. Started a balance druid. Oh, fun. So I want to do a few things today. Trial of Style is the first one. I have, I think, no tokens right now. I think I actually managed to evenly spend my tokens. I need another, in order to buy all of the new things that they've added and become caught up on the Trial of Style vendor, I need another, I want to say 60, because I need this. And then another 45 on top of that. So call it 95? No, 105. And I have a theory that I have not yet tested, and I figure today might be the day that I test it. Yesterday, I had some mogs and obviously mog is subjective and you can't account for how people vote. You can't account for taste, but I thought I had some mogs that were pretty good. I think that some races and race gender combinations might do better. And just for fun, I want to try male blood elf. I think, especially for a lot of the goofy mogs, I think that a male belf might have an edge. So I'm going to log on to Anthus and I'm going to see. I'm going to try it. Oh yeah, one of the reasons I was, whoa, stuff happening. One of the reasons I was gonna log on the Priest first was I was gonna show you my Mythic Plus score. We timed some more 10s last night. We actually 2-chested a 10. It was nutty. It was bananas. Still awaiting new graphics card. Couldn't help myself. So far, so good. Annoyed I had to start Delves at tier 4, though. Yeah, that part is a little bit annoying. It only bothers you for a day, but it does suck for that day. So we're going to take him up here. I don't know what my plate collection looks like. I think that it doesn't really matter. I largely mog them in armor type agnostic stuff anyways. So I think it'll be good. But we'll send him in and see. If I lose 3 in a row, then I'll accept defeat and try a different character. I did heal them. Yep, I healed all of them. Holy Priest, with just the WoW head build. It was good. It was a little scary, but my group does so much damage that they just smash things to pieces. The worst thing is if you have a big double pull or a triple pull and then 2 casts get off and they hit the same person, that person is pushing daisies, no more birthdays. What is Anthus wearing right now anyway? We trust chat. Yeah, it seems to know what's up. This is a nice set. I don't know what it's from. I also don't know why he has such a basic shield on. I don't know if this was a difficult shield to get. It must be leftover from a baby mog that I made for him at some point. Good level of challenging, scary at times, not sweating perpetually. There was some level of sweat, but we still have more gear to get before we're fully set up. And I think that if we're plus 2ing 10s, I think that the 12s will be fine. I think they'll be fine. Plus, I got a couple of portals. Dragonflight. Yeah, that seems reasonable. I mean, I think he's wearing it. Yeah, he's wearing Dragonflight Season 4 veteran gear. That's exactly what he has on. It's not even logged. I wonder if one-handed and a shield is not going to be the optimal thing to do here. We'll see. Which ones did we do? Cinderbrew, Dark Flame Cleft. We did a Priory 9, and I got a Signet. So eat your hearts out, I guess. Super lucky. And... oh, Freestyle. Okay, well, this is an option. That's Anthus with his tusks on. I feel like we want, for Freestyle... oh, that's actually an option, too. I think that might go over well. And then that was, I think, original Anthus. Might be a little better than the first one. So that's nice to have a starting point. If I was going to do anything different with him... let's see here. I don't know. I like that the no shoulders lets the back blades really show off. He's got like his Tibu. He's got like a little Sindori Spellbreaker shield looking thing that I feel like kind of goes but doesn't overwhelm it. This might be the thing. It's not going to be my most, well, I mean, it is creative. It's just past me creativity. It's creativity that happened whenever it was that I made this Mog. He only has 3 Mogs saved, and they're basically different versions of the same thing. Do you have a dungeon nemesis yet? Not really, actually. The thing, we were talking about this last night. The dungeon I hate most is Theater of Pain. And it's not because it sucks. It's just because I'm sick of it. I've just done too much Theater of Pain, and Shadowlands was not that long ago, and I did a lot of it back then, and then I did a lot of it now, and I'm just over it. It's not different enough. Some of the other ones that they brought back, like Workshop, feels pretty different to me. Maybe it's just the changes to the first boss. Magnifaction, thank you for the 3-month resub. You got this. Maybe. I hope so. Thank you very much. Yeah, with their rescaling, 12s will be fine, I think. 5 bosses, which I find to be annoying. Shadowlands was 5 years ago. I don't believe you. I'm choosing not to take that fact on. I'm not putting that into my databank. Surprised they brought back something fairly recent. Yeah. Feels sooner. It's just, I don't know. And it's all, like, dark in there. And oh, the thing that drives me nuts the most is those swords. The trash before the battle boss. I know they're all battle bosses, but you know what I mean. Where they're throwing the sword on the ground and they spin, you have to avoid them. The fact that they move after they've landed and they kind of chase you and you're fighting in this pretty small space just drives me nuts. I hate it. So we're going to wave. It's kind of like a half-hearted wave, and then he's just going to dance. He's just going to shake it. Oh, Battle for Azeroth 7 years ago. Legion was 9. I'm choosing not to think about these facts. Okay, Freestyle. I think I like this one. Closer to something I would wear. I think I've actually put together a set like that before. I like using that chest piece with pants like that. I had a weird dream that I had gone... I had a weird dream that I had gone on a reality dating show. Despite the fact that I wasn't single, but I just, like, needed the money, which is an insane thing that I would never do. But, like, I get to this dating show, and I'm, like, sitting at a table and realizing that I'm 33. And all of these people are, like, 19 through 21. And I'm just like, so how's school? And then there was a challenge where I got to hug puppies, and I was, like, hugging a dachshund puppy, and I was like, I miss my Moosey. And it was just a lot of strange dreams. I don't know why Dream Me thought that would be a good way to make money to buy a house with. Like I was gonna win or something. I don't even know if you can win those shows. Oddly accurate if you were actually on a dating show. Oh man. I like this one. That one's good. Challenge to hug puppies, rough challenge. Well, I think the thing was the puppies had to like you. And these puppies in the dream, because it was my dream, they loved me. And they were like walking by other people to come see me. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. This is the best moment of my life. Yeah. I think we're gonna blow kisses and flex next time it sticks us up there. Should be one more time. There's two different categories. There's mismatched mayhem, and then there's like weird outfits. And I feel like this one would be good for either of those categories. And I suppose you could make an argument for freestyle, but I think that the existence of those categories makes it a little silly for freestyle. All right, slash flex slash kiss. Not anybody in particular. Slash flirt.
Want to see my good side?
Trial style twice a year sounds true. I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate. It sounds good. It just comes around sometimes. All right. How are we doing? There's third place, the mage. Here's second place. I like that one. Who's first place? It's me! Yeah. Blood elf male theory vindicated for the moment. Oh, man. Yeah. We're trialing in a plate class, but I'm not convinced that that's what made me win. Listen, we just had to get his backs out. I feel a little bad for the guy. Oh, man. That's funny. I might fall short at different categories because I don't really have... I mean, if I wanted to really try hard, we could try to put together some stuff ahead of time. But I only need like another 100 tokens, and we just got like, what, 50? Yeah. How many trial of style categories? See if there's like an updated list. This list hasn't been updated for a while. Because I feel like they rotate them. I feel like I've seen a lot of repeats, and I haven't seen that many different ones. So I guess what I should do is I should put together a set for the ones that I remember, just in case they repeat. And then if we get something different, that's fine. So I'll do a new outfit for mismatched or weird. We'll do that. We'll just do, let's see. This is me tryharding. The Wendigo feet don't look as crazy on him, actually. Maybe Murloc feet? What about blue Murloc feet? Maybe like we've got some nice skirts. I feel like that we could do here, especially like the ones that we've got from the Trello style vendor. We can give him a little skirt and some legs. It's hard to get away from these because they're working for him. We want to get a little crazy with the back piece, and I'm thinking big. I'm thinking something. I mean, the chicken's always a little bit out of place. That might work. This could use some shoulders. I don't think they'll block the way of the. I don't think they'll block the way of that. Oh, tusks for sure. Because people will recognize those, and also they're weird with this. It's not bright enough for mismatched mayhem, though. So maybe instead of the leg wraps, we'll take just the short skirt, and then we'll do different leg wraps instead. Because we've got all these new ones that we got. So if I was going to go with something that doesn't match, I guess there's that. This is terrible. This isn't working very well at all. Mismatch mayhem. The tusks aren't bright enough. You want colors for mismatch mayhem. And you want different colors. You want lots of different colors. Blue would be really good here. Something that's like really obnoxiously blue. I don't have very many I've got some. I like these, but they take a while to kind of do their thing. The candle shoulders are sick. But they're not, I don't know if they're mismatched mayhem. We'll do a profession one as well. Oh, those are huge. Those are good. So we'll do that. There might be a different chest piece that would work for him. That's not just like a bikini top. Because like, I do think that strategy will work. I do think there's something to that. But... yeah, okay, that clashes pretty badly. I don't know about this. I don't know. Is it the chicken? So you want wings? It's too much. Too much. We're not going to even get mismatched mayhem. Also, I have all this extra time, and this is the best I can do. Dear Lord. Is it too much? I like how the shoulders are enormous. What else do we have in here for chest pieces? Plate's a little bit of a funny one. I don't want to put him in a whole dress. Oh, that's getting better. That is so bright. All right, and then the sword's got a... We don't need green anymore. Red, orange, yellow. Also, we're going to get a better shield. I bet there's cool shields that we can do. There's a big one. That one's neat. Something crazy. Oh, this one's just nice. I've never seen that one. I should play a paladin. I feel like Drakecrest is nice and it's huge. Because we're trying to mismatch here. We could potentially bring Tibu back. Something on fire, maybe. These pink are so awful. But I think that's what makes it mismatched. Alright, we'll save that. We hate it. Oh, probably like some glasses or something. Or like a... You don't want to cover his face, I feel like. I feel like if you can do it without completely covering the face, then you're in good shape. It has to be a really good Mog to get away with his whole face being gone. It's like... There we go. Stick a candle in his head. Okay. Profession Expression is another one. I think Anthus Tuss is just going to be his Horde Pride one, maybe. That might work. Unless I have something more Orgrimmar than... Unless I have like a shield that just has like a straight... Oh, yeah. There's an honor-bound barrier. Do we have anything? Yeah, there's an honor-bound sword to go with it. That's actually getting somewhere. Oh, hi, kitty. We can use that for Fashion Pride. I feel like Profession Expression comes up a lot. I could try the farming thing again. I tried wearing the dive suit once, and that didn't work out. So for the Profession one, I like using the chicken backpack. I like using no chest piece. We hide the chest piece, and then we take this shirt, and we put on like a workman's or like a plaid shirt, really. That's good. Well, we're red this time instead of green. The pants I feel like are actually fine. His belt, I feel like there's one that has like a little flask on it that's good for farming. The boots are not working. The boots need to be bootier. Gum bootier. Fish, maybe? 2 different shoulders? You can, yeah. That might be something, too. Yeah. I lost one once with mismatched shoulders, though, and I was really salty about it. I feel like that's good. Does he want a hat, or does he just want, like, some... I feel like the hat actually kind of works for him. We'll save that. And then he needs for a one-hand or something farm-related. We have so many farm tools. There's a shovel. And then shields are hard, because it has to be a shield. It cannot be an offhand. I could just take the shield off, I think, if... we'll save that. Okay, that's a couple of options. We can always tweak them, too, when we're in there. Let's keep back up. Hi. How are you doing, honey bear? You got perched? You want to say hi? You want to say hi to your people? Sweet girl. Hi. You're so cute. I had a thought, but you vanished it from my brain. No thoughts, only kitty cat. Hi. I can always tell when Moose is drinking your water bowl at night, because we have like a little water bowl, in the bedroom that's next to her food that's like a good size for her. Which means that if Moose decides to drink from it, he's gonna drain it in like 4 laps. But you can tell because he's got big loud dog drinking sounds, and of course like we've got him trained pretty well not to touch her food unless it's on the floor. But the water's kind of a free for all. Hi. You're so cute. Kitty, do you think we're gonna win? It's gonna give me a theme I've never heard of before. Yeah, Showtime. I don't know what to do with Showtime. I usually put on a top hat and then lose. Knowing that it's gonna... Oh no, it's Mismatched Mayhem. Alright, so we'll start with Mismatched. And then you're right, we're gonna transmog the shoulders separately. I feel like a rag shoulder is good, but we've got a lot of fire here. That one's doing some stuff. It is mismatched. I feel like the back piece could really use some work. And then maybe for this one, we'll take a... Ooh, these are huge. That's good. They match the shield though, so we gotta kill the shield. And maybe make it something not green. It's like, it's definitely mismatched. I don't know if it's like a really win-worthy one though. Like there's something a little bit not working about it. I mean, it's Mayhem, so I feel like more is more. It's not fun enough, I think. I think that's the trouble. It's mismatched. But I don't know. I think it's so weird to have like the green be under the skirt and over the top, but then under the leggings. So I'm like keeping that, but it's giving me green screen man, like a noodly green screen person. You know what I mean? That's in like the head to toe suits. I'm trying to find like a back piece that speaks to me. Yeah. Tingle. It's Tingle. Yeah, he's given a little bit Tingle. How do we feel about the head candle? Is there something else that would go better there that wouldn't ruin his beautiful face? There's a mask. I feel like the head candle's pretty good. Sunglasses are usually pretty good too. You know, little cool factor for the mayhem. Some goggles. Yeah. I don't know. I think we'll leave the candle. The horseman's hood. I've never mogged that in my life. Hi, kitty. First is like it's a mythic raid. This is actually, I think, the first time I've ever tried to preset themes before. All right. The one on the left I feel like I like more, but the one on the right's more mismatched to me. This one is almost an example of tonal dressing. All right. That's a lot of different stuff. That's a lot of different stuff. And also he's wearing my socks. He's wearing my exact sockies. I think he's going to do well. I don't know how I forgot about the, I don't know how I forgot about the Murloc floaty. That would have really set it off, like a mismatched Murloc floaty. Orc reminds me of Underpants Man. All right, that's just a nice mug set. Yeah, this guy's gotta win. If the mug doesn't win, there's no justice in the world. That's basically what I was trying to do, but done better than me. Although I will say his shoulders match and mine do not. At least they match each other. I love the way he like disinterestedly waves with the shield on. He's like, oh, I can't be bothered. What's up? The question, I guess, is if I'm going to get to top 3. These two are hard. I would put these in very similar Similar camps. Yeah, Captain Underpants was the name of that character. So everybody goes up 3 times. See how this goes. It would be nice if we could get like a third or a second, but I don't know if that's in the cards for me this time. This is a tough one. Although it's funny that I'm saying it's a tough one when I literally prepped it ahead of time. I just didn't like it very much. I feel like for Mayhem, your Mog needs to be not only mismatched, but also kind of funny. I think that's why the Chicken and the Murloc Floaty and the Mop are playing well, because they're kind of inherently goofy on top of not matching. He got third. He got third. I got second. All right, I'll take that. That's wild. Who won? Heresy, right? Oh, it was the Goblin I kept voting for. Good for them. Always watch you guys, never watch your stream. Hello, welcome. I'm Hazel. I'm here with a cat. We're doing our best at Trial of Style. Those rewards were wild. People were sandbagging. Yeah. There's no integrity in the transmog voting community. I need to remember that I can take off my shield if I need to. That's an important thing to keep an eye on. All right, we got 85 tokens. I think we just need 105. Some groups have almost random outcomes. I think some people genuinely think that they'll have a better chance if they vote for the worst Mog. And I think it sometimes leads for random outcomes because it'll, some people are voting that way and some people are voting for what they like, and it's just a mess. Also, not everybody's gonna like the same thing. We can't always blame cheating when people disagree with us. Sometimes they just disagree. Yeah, I guess if you AFK'd as well. I'm always voting, so maybe I have a lot of power here. I wonder how many people AFK when it comes down to it. I suppose I should fix up this Mog in case there's any, in case I get that category again. I hope we get Professional Expression. I want to see how the Farmer one does. So the purple Murloc Floaty, if I had it. I don't know if I have it. I mustn't I? Didn't they put it in the trading post? Or maybe it was the shop. I know there's another color of it. I have the green one for sure. Maybe I didn't get it. Maybe I didn't think I needed it when I had a green one. Because if you're going to do that, you would need to do the different clothes. And then you would need to do a different helmet instead of candle. I AFK because I would rather farm a 1 in 10k drop than bother with it. That's the spirit. What are we got now? What's the move? It is very funny that it's not that you have to use transmog to farm it, certainly, but it's funny that it's that separate in your mind. This is the one thing. Oh no, not showtime. Okay. All right, we're gonna wear some kind of a top hat. We've got High Society, Waldens, and then we've got the noble ones with the... I feel like the Waldens is actually quite good for this. We don't have a ton of time, so we're going to just hide a bunch of stuff for now. We'll start by hiding everything, actually. Actually, this isn't a bad idea. This is kind of a campy idea, but like... there is an argument to be made for... Jesus. I have a little bit of shame. Do we have like a cane sword? One-handed maces, maybe? No shame. Magic Anthus. Yeah, a little bit. Do you think the bone is too much? I wanted like a cane. We've got a shovel. We've got a hammer with a nail in it. That's a different kind of show. We could give him a tankard. And then I'm probably just going to take his shield off. There's a mug, yeah. We'll take the shield off for now. So, okay, so we've got lots of things hidden. He's got a nice little skirt on. I think that adding a lot to this, I mean, we could maybe give him a pair of wings. Some fairy wings might work. Maybe some pink fairy wings. Yeah. I think that's gonna do it. Oh no. I feel mild shame. But only if it doesn't work. Cause there's also like, yeah, you've got the short and the long ones. He's wearing a short one already. I do have the purple Murloc set. I don't know what happened to the what happened to it. And then yeah, no, I think we're good. Showtime is a hard theme. I feel like I like that one. She looks like she's going to a show at least. I don't know what's going on there. Send it. He's just gonna dance. Oh man, someone's like acting along in Say Chat. Oh yeah, his wave sucks. His dance is good though. Alright, we've got a Torrent. He's wearing a suit. He's got some sunglasses on. Yeah, alright. This is fine. This is effectively what I was going to do, but with less clothes on. It's the loophole. People have started to catch on to the half-naked female elves, but they have yet to develop an immunity to the half-naked male elves. I like this one. Hi. Actually, I think he might be more than half-naked. I think if we're working percentages, it's going to be above 50. Hi, sweetie. So I'm going to face the back. I'm going to flex. And we dance. 3/4 naked. Are you winning? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. A+, no notes. I mean, it is showtime. Seems like you're preparing for a different show. You can't deny that it would be a show, though. I gotta stop waving. His wave sucks. Espresso, thank you for the 46-month resub. 46 fantastic months, and here's to 46 more. Thank you very much. What type of shows do you go to? Live choir. Gotta flex. Yeah, if I had arms like this, I would be flexing more often. I would not be likable. I'd be walking down the street like... Alright. How's it gonna go? What's the verdict? There's third place. I'm in second place? Alright. Okay. That's fine. At least we're up there. And there's first place. It's nice. I did like that vlog. Alright. We're getting out of here. Blasphemy, right? I might have enough to buy the rest of the things I needed, though. Yeah, we're at 120. I only needed 105. We're set. I know, I wore top. I wonder if people felt it was a bit lazy, which would be an accurate assessment. It's not like I was wearing a lot of different pieces. So we are buying the ensemble for the sepia headgear. At some point I should just do a little scan through and make sure that I have everything. And then 1, 2, 3, and I think I have the rest of these. I can turn Can I Mog it back on for him. I meant to say, are you a second? Yeah. Here we go. We got the rest of it, huh? So wise to predict this. Okay, I think I am, actually I wonder if all the things could tell me. I think I am set for Trial of Style Mog right now. Where would it be? Jeff, can you help me with this? Do you know? If I'm looking at all the things, is it a holiday? No. Expansion feature? There's no search bar here. I wonder if there's like, there's got to be like a Trial of Style thing, or do they do it by zone holiday? All I have is the Stranglethorn fishing extravaganza. Do I need to like update it? Here, let me run an update. Oh yeah, there are updates. Okay. We'll reload. See if that update got it. There wasn't all the things update, so maybe it's in there. Let's see, collected status. Disable the equipable items only. Okay. I will do that. That seems like a good thing to disable anyway, because we can learn stuff that's not equipable. Let me look into, well, first of all, I think I need to turn it on. I think that Anthus doesn't have it on. Can I Mog it? Turn that on. Because I'm pretty sure I have everything. I just want to double check. We go to holidays. No, that's the only holiday I have. That's a bit strange. Oh well. What about options, add-ons? Can I Mog it? And we're going to turn off equipable items only. Yeah. Okay, we see check marks. I kind of want to get these on, I guess I run it on different characters all the time. We've got check marks, that's good. Zildrak says the new things are not an ATT yet, I believe it. Is it strange that I don't have a category at all, or is it because I finished it? That's why I don't have a category, is because I have it all. That is actually a plausible solution. That would make sense. Because yeah, I have purchased it all. We are done. We are done. I need to figure out what kind of Mog I'm going to leave this poor guy in, because after Trial of Style ends, it's not going to be free to Mog anymore. So I need to put him in something else. Oh, I lost my profession expression Mog. That's sad. I had a lovely farmer Mog on him. Just this one right here. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to put him in, oh, hang on. Put his shield back on. I feel like I'm going to put him in the Tusks one. That's pretty good. Okay. May your feet find good trails. So we are officially caught up in Trial of Style. Feels good. I feel like all of my best Mogs haven't won, and some of my only medium Mogs have. There's no sense in the universe. Doesn't have dignity, but he does have a lot of Trial of Style tokens. Yeah, nice to be caught up with it. Because Mog was free, I was having so much fun between keys switching my Mog to like an appropriate outfit that would match. So I wore this because I was going to do Dark Flame Cleft, so I wanted to have my candle shoulders on. And it was good. We timed it. Look, I'm 2467. Worst one is the 7 Floodgate. A couple of these are over time. The top and the Priory need to be redone, but these 4 are all timed. So I should have portals for Rookery, Meadery, Workshop, and Dark Flame Cleft. For things to do today, I Well, we owe it to Barn and Close to do like a run or two of Skullmons. You know, I owe him. I owe him that much. Almost 3K. It'll get there. It'll get there. Is Rookery one of the more pointless portals to get? Later in life, when we are no longer having our hearts set to Dornogal, it'll be kind of a nice shortcut to Dornogal. I feel like that will be useful for collecting War Within Mug later on down the road, but right now I do keep my heart set to Dornogal, so you're right, it's kind of silly. I did finish Trial of Style. I have everything. Do you think they're going to have a WoD Classic? I don't know. I didn't think they were going to do Kata, so my radar's all off. Yeah, there is a Dornogal portal in Stormwind and Org, but like it's way up the hill, or up the stairs at least for Stormwind, and it's downstairs for Orgrimmar. You know, it's faster just to zoop right there. I've definitely used teleports to avoid having to play portal tag, even if I was in the cities to portal tag. Because yeah, like loading screens and stuff. Okay, we need 2 things. We need 2 things. I don't know if they're gonna drop, but they'll never drop if we don't keep trying. Also, I feel like the more I do this, the worse I get at it. I feel like I've been doing this slower and slower. I'm gonna go through here. I do not get caught up. Also, this window is wildly larger than it needs to be. We're not gonna get caught up clearing that trash. Much better. We can do this a few times. There is some argument to be made for doing shipping and handling for the mount. Flabby got it, so I must be able to get it. And I think there may also be, I don't know this for sure, there may also be a surge pricing mount that drops from the epic surge pricing chest. Does anybody know about that? Because like that would also be a good thing to try to farm, especially on a weekend. Weekend would be a good minute for that because there'd be people on, hopefully. Group of people to do a run of classic Skullmods. So rarely get the epic surge one. Yeah, it seems hard to get to. Like it's I feel like the player base in general has not been talked into spamming shipping and handling. They don't go all that fast when you're new to them. And they're a little under rewarding for the time that you put in. I bet you a lot of people just do it for the weekly. If that. Epic Surge felt so anticlimactic after getting it. Only get purple boxes on reset days. Oh, I've fallen off. Here, I want to finish the top ones before I go do the bottom ones. Looking for Deathbone Sabatons or a Skeletal Knight's Buckler. Or anything. Anything would be good. Breaking the don't compare yourself to Flabby rule. Yeah, it's I can't compare myself to Flabby's damage. Or Flabby's PvP abilities. I feel like collections is the one place that I probably can. Flabby will collect stuff, but not... He's a very incidental collector. The only time that I've really seen him go out of his way to grind something and like learn it and use it is if it could be seen as like a prestige item, like the honey harvest, the honey smasher thing. Forget what that one's called. The honey mace, which also I really should have used for one of those Trial of Style things. Epic search chest. If I stick around for about 10 minutes after it ends, just sometimes drops for me. Then that is weird. There's no mount for surge pricing. The violet one's from the 9th one. Nothing at all. Okay. Why did I think that there was? I know that, like, my add-ons certainly don't say anything when I mouse over it. Because if there's nothing for surge pricing, then there's no reason for me to wait for surge pricing. I could just grind regularly. Blizzard needs to do something about the individual cartel reps. No way we can get all of them to Exalted. Let alone Paragon drops. I mean, do they need to do anything? It's cosmetics only. There's nothing that says people have to get them finished. I think it's okay for rep grinds like that to be a little bit more... time consuming. And by making them kind of slow, I feel like it's going to help distinguish, like, if you picked one faction and you ground it to Exalted, there's going to be a while before people that didn't pick that faction get that stuff. So you're going to have a little bit of that identity with the faction that you picked, and it's going to feel like that choice mattered a little bit. And I think they might want that. Yeah, it is for sure going to take forever. I definitely agree with you there. That is true. A lot of the Undermine collecting stuff is kind of set up like that. The Dark Fuse thing is a little seems a little slow too. Although if I was really bothered about it, I should be there farming that instead. Yeah, I don't mind a long slow grind as long as it's cosmetic only, especially if it's not involved in the meta. There is an Undermine meta. It does not need you to finish the reps. I think that it's fine. Yeah, add some value. It's a place for really stubborn people to show off how stubborn they are. How many runs do I want to do of this today before I move on to doing? Because in Undermine, I want to kill the Galagio garbage. I want to kill it on my priest and my hunter. I want to do some shipping and handling. I kind of want to do a chet list on my priest and then see if I can turn that in for rep instead of Valor Stones, because somebody told me that was an option and it was not made super clear to me by the UI. So I want to poke around and kind of get to the bottom of that. You can't. What can't I do? Oh, the rep turn in does not work. Okay. Did it ever work? Was it ever a thing? So confused. Hate that the chat list is on the renown track. Nashar has an achievement that takes 90 days every day, and for AGT you have to do it on both factions. On PTR it worked. Okay. So they've probably just backed off that then. That's fine. It just makes that into something that's basically for Valor Stones. I feel like they designed more systems than they needed for Undermine, and instead of just having the guts to kill some of them and not let them see the light of day, they decided to put them in anyways and just have them kind of neutered. Have them have like this half value late in the renown track role where it's just kind of confusing that it's there. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's nice for some people to have an extra source of Valor Stones, but most of the people that need the Valor Stones that badly are not going to figure out chet lists. Or how to do more than one in a week, which also seems like a weird, obscure thing. I feel like that whole system, same with Radiant Echoes, they could have just canned it. They could have just left it on the floor. It's, another pair of Fireman leggings. I could sell those ones. It's, it's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to edit work that's been done that people like, that has some value to it, but sometimes your end product is worse off for having all of the things that are mostly there included. Okay, there's that. I think I might send those Fireman leggings to Flabmog to sell, because I already learned the last pair I got. I started doing Radiant Echoes. I did one on my alt, just so that I could get coffer key fragments, because she needs to do as many bountiful delves and get like champion gear as she can, because she's still missing a few gear slots. Yeah, maybe people who only delve do more echoes, probably. And there's an achievement, or there's like a thing you can get for them, a toy maybe. I think it might be a toy that I do want. Chat list seems good for alts who don't do group content, exist just to do weeklies, but that is an odd niche for content. Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just kind of weird, I guess is what I'm saying. It's weird and hard to understand. Okay, I think this might be... I'll do this run, and then I think I'm going to get into Undermine and start farming some of this stuff. Because I don't want to... I don't want to leave it all for super late, you know. I'd like to get some market research. I'd like to get some chances at some of the mounts that I'm missing. But maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get one of these two pieces here. Could happen. Not super likely, but it could happen. Back to work. Have a great day. See you later, Uncle Bubby. Have a great day at work. Whoa. It was raining this morning and there was big puddles in the street, and Musu was very happy because when there's puddles, My puppy likes to blow bubbles. He likes to stick his nose in there and blow a bunch of bubbles out of his nose, and then he can bite the bubbles that he's blown. He would prefer to bite pre-existing bubbles, but sometimes there aren't any pre-existing bubbles and you have to make do. It's very cute, but his paws get soaking wet because he'll like jump in the puddle. Also, he's almost 2. He's like a grown-up dog doing this classic pastime. I just don't really have the heart to stop him. It seems kind of harmless. I make sure there's no cars coming. We don't let him drink too much of it, and he has a lot of fun. I'm sure from Moose's perspective, I never let him do anything, so whenever I can let him do something, I try to. There we go. Another ancient bone bow. Oh. How does Moose feel about tide pools? Have we shown him tide pools? I feel like we have. He's not a big fan of salt water. He stuck his head in it once to try to get a stick, and then he went, "Whoa!" And he's been a little cautious of ocean water since then. I don't know if it stung his nose or his eyes or if he drank some of it or what, but it has occurred to him that the ocean is not nice to dunk your face in. The poor guy. He like saw a stick and we were at the beach and he saw a stick in the water and he was like, "Ooh, blunk." And then he like came up and he was like, "Why?" Guys, why did you let me do this? There we go. Anything here? Blood mail. We're so close to being finished with this instance. What do we get? Cadaverous walkers. He sounds adorable and full of personality. He really is. You have to love him for the dog that he is. I was walking him and he did his thing where he saw a dog that he didn't know that he thought might like him, and he just like stares at it and kind of like, I don't know, bounces around looking at it to try to see if it maybe wants to meet him and play with him. And you know, like mostly dogs ignore him. Sometimes they respond, and then the owner takes them over to say hi to Moose, and that's always good. Sometimes they are they take it the wrong way, and then we have to kind of hurry him away because they're barking and stuff. But he has to shoot his shot. He has to try his luck with every dog that might want to be friends with Moose. And I was saying to my partner, I was like, Moose really is not a minding his own business dog. I don't think he's ever going to be a minding his own business dog. Like I can definitely move him along when we need to. He's not as stubborn about staying put as he used to be, but like he's always gonna try. Because he's just so happy whenever it works and he gets to sort of meet and introduce himself to another dog or person. Moose has a business dog. He's a minding everybody's business dog. He's a wants to sit and stop and stare at you and find out what you're doing kind of dog. If I was expecting water and I got salt water, I would be scarred for life. Fastest way to catch up level in 11.1. Item level, I'm guessing, would be... You're going to get some gear from questing and doing the campaign. You'll probably want to do the campaign at least once. Delves, I think, are a really good way to catch up because they're pretty forgiving to do even before you have the gear to do the higher ones, and they give quite good stuff. Looking for another grind, you could queue for 2+ Darkplane Cleft, try for the mount. I do have that mount. It's this one. Also, Barnacles looks excellent on it. It dropped for one of my guildies who gave it to me. Now I'm imagining a Moose as a business dog with like a tie. Oh, I hate you. I mean, congrats. Thank you very much. Looks like Rufus's distant cousin. Yeah. And then I think the mount dropped again. I feel like not long after. Oh, pretty crazy. We're going this way. I'll just do this run and then we'll go to Undermine and do some stuff. Try some shipping and handling maybe. May I suggest Deckhand shirt? I've actually farmed for that before. I don't have it, but I learned about that years ago and like set up to farm it because I was like, how bad can it be? And the answer is very, very bad. I guess I'll do the lower floor first. This would be a fine looking business dog. in his hierarchy of things that interest him, though. I thought that the very top thing would be dogs that are his friend, because he loves his friends, and he will move heaven and earth to go see them and say hi to them. But it turns out even higher ranked than dogs, shocking, is Stick. Oh, Kitty, I'm so sorry. Knocked my straw out of my mug, and you're fine. I'm so sorry. I know you were sleeping. I'm sorry. She knows me by now. I drop stuff. But yeah, he will, like, he got to meet one of his friends yesterday, and she came over to say hi to him. She's like, hey, Moose. And Moose is like, have you seen the stick? It was a tree, actually. It was like a tree that was fallen down and set out for the city to pick up. But, like, he was like, this is a magnificent stick. And he, like, wouldn't play with his friend. He just wanted to chew the stick. Imagine him with a little top hat and a bow tie. He wears a bow tie basically all the time now. I put one on his collar, and I've just left it on because it's so stinking cute. And it doesn't bother him at all. I'm not usually like a dressing up my pets kind of person because I want their comfort to supersede my need to dress them up like a doll. But he doesn't mind the bow tie because it just clips onto his, it's just like on his collar. So as far as I know, he can't really tell that it's there. And you look so handsome. Stick drunk. Mm-hmm. He's one of those ambitious dogs with sticks too. There's no stick that's necessarily too big. He'll at least try. There we go. No luck. No luck there. Gandling's up. Alright, well, we tried for today. I think that the last two pieces could take a long, long time. This druid does have a speed set, yeah. He's going, in cat form, he's going, I think 195. It's not a perfect speed set, but it's not bad. Okay, 187. I think it got worse. Better than default, anyway. I'm gonna mail... Oh, I sold some stuff. Flabmog. I'm gonna send him those Firemane leggings. Because I'm not selling them. Plus, you're not using file. Yeah, those cost like 125 gold each. And they only last for 30 minutes. That's a lot of gold. I'm not making that much gold in here. These things only sell for like 2 gold per. You'd have to get 50 of them to pay for a 30 minutes of file. I don't even know if we're breaking even on that. The Essence of Undeath does sell though. That's these have been selling, as have the Dark Runes. So not nothing. Okay, let's do some Undermine stuff. Happy Sunday. Sooner set out to grind 5 million gold and find it on the auctionist than grind it myself. Yeah. Blanket. You warm enough, kitty cat? I had terrifying, scary spider dreams, which is strange for me because I'm not usually scared of spiders. But I had like kind of a weirdly in-character. Which character should I do? We'll do this one first. Kind of a weirdly in-character dream in that I was at some kind of a class learning about a certain, species of spider, a breed of spider, that you had 2 little tiny ones. And then you would release them, and they would combine together, and they would make a big, big, big one who was the mama spider. And then there would be 2, it was kind of beehive or ant hive like. It was a bit strange. She would make 2 male spiders, and then she would crank out little baby spiders. And I gave her a little coconut shell, and I set her up in my desk. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like learning about the spiders. But then I tried to go to bed that night in the dream. And I was like, they're everywhere. And I was trying to tell myself that they were going to eat all the other bugs. But I knew she was like big. And she wasn't going to leave her nest, but like all of her babies were. And then they were going to make more nests. And I was like, I can't live like this. I can't do it. I know it's cool science. I can't do it. And also I had baked some pies. I had baked some little berry mini 6-inch pies and kept them in my desk, which was also a fridge. I don't know how the spider felt about being cold, but it was also a fridge. And I was like, did the spiders get into the pies? Do spiders even eat pie? It was a mess. Kind of berries. Like blackberries? Something like that? Maybe mixed berries. Got my signet. Congratulations. Dreams could set the precedence for writing some enthralling novels. I must not have slept very well last night if I remember this many of them. It's usually a good sign that I was just dozing instead of sleeping. Do I get I could get some rep if I do some of these world quests. I may as well. May as well. I'm 2 jobs into a job streak, actually. Berry pie is tasty. I think I was going to have to discard the pies because I think in the context of the dream there was a... Uh-oh. No, I think we're broken here. I think there was a... whatchamacallit? Some concern that there might be spiders in the pies. So this is probably a sky racing. Yeah, sky rider racing. So we need to get up the building. There are stairs. My job streak seems to reset randomly. Yeah, they don't seem to work perfectly. Do you believe dreams mean things, or is it just a thing that happens to you? I feel like sometimes my dreams will help highlight something that I've been stewing in my subconscious. They'll often kind of find a new way to demonstrate in a delightful metaphor some fear I have, or some like guilt, or something that I feel like is I'm not doing correctly in my life. And then sometimes my dreams are just weird garbage. Weird garbage that I think my brain thinks my life is a little boring. I think my life is perfect. I love being boring. All I want to do is just like cuddle with my pets and go on the same walks and play the same games and like take naps. Like I'm happy as a clam over here. But I think my brain wishes my life was more exciting, and it compensates. Also, this is going terribly. Can we reset this? Try this again. I think my brain wishes my life was more exciting, so sometimes it amps it up by having a civil war happen while I'm asleep. Floyd here now. Hello. Welcome. Happy Sunday. But at this point, I don't think there's anything my dreams are going to tell me about my life that I don't already rightfully know. Because I don't think my problems are mysteries to me. I guess I could slow myself down a little bit. There's no reason we have to do this at maximum possible speed. But we can! Here we go, 75 rep. We need all the rep we can get. Although, do I need all the rep I can get with like regular cartels? Because I feel like regular cartels are going to get finished and that's going to be fine. It's going to be not a problem. It's the specific cartels that like we're talking about, we're going to need a lot of rep with. Fascinating to hear because I very seldom remember my dreams. You might just be sleeping so soundly that you complete the sleep cycle in which you were dreaming, and then they just like sink nicely back into your brain. I generally will remember dreams when I was woken up in the middle of them. And sometimes there's just noise around me, so sometimes I'll get like woken up a little bit throughout the night, or like I'll just be dozing instead of sleeping. You're probably just, I hope you're just getting really good sleep. My theory is that the dreams still happen, it's just that if you sleep through the entire sleep cycle, you won't remember them. Perhaps we're not meant to. Whoa. Although, if you think about that too long, and you've also been watching Severance, then you can really freak yourself out. Oh, it's been a very light sleeper and prone to insomnia. Okay, we got a rocketboard ride. To start watching that. We binged it so that we could watch the end of the second season, like when it came out. It was cool. I liked it. I got a kick out of it. Sometimes I have dreams where I have to get up and reassure myself they were not at all true because they terrified me. Yeah, sometimes I'll wake up and I'll be really scared and I have to like think to myself about how it was not real and remind myself that I'm safe in bed in order to be able to fall back asleep. And just sometimes I just have to wait for like that physical fear response to just like wear off. Promised myself I'd start watching it this week, but I spent my evenings playing Undertale instead. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. My desk isn't even really a fridge. I'm safe from the spiders. I woke up and I told my partner, no more scary spiders. And he's like, what? And I'm like, no more scary spiders. We will never have spiders as pets. And he was like, okay. I was like, no, you have to promise me. No scary spiders. dear. You know, as long as they stay outside, that's perfectly fine. I definitely checked the shower extra carefully for spiders before I got in to take my showers this morning, though. Oh, that does count. I didn't think I had a good angle on that. What about cute spiders? Moose eats them anyway. He is my first line of defense. He is looking out for me in that way. Yeah, I'll do the useful trash here. If I see surge pricing pop up, though, I'll probably switch to jobs and start jobbing. World Quest and Undermine are kind of dependent on your faction that you're allied with. So if you're with somebody other than Steam Wheedle, you might have different World Quest from me. Or some of them might be different. Like the t-shirt? Thank you very much. Me too. Irchi, thank you for the 34-month resub. Here I am now. Entertain me. Are you contagious? Less scared of spiders since I saw my cat hunt and eat one. She's keeping me safe. Moose's problem is that he sometimes, instead of eating the spider, that is his ultimate goal, but he kind of transports them first. People give cats a hard time for playing with their food, but Moose is kind of the bug nemesis. He likes hunting them outside, too, if he gets a chance to, like on his night walks where we just take him out to go outside before bed. If we let him dawdle, he'll, like, listen to the ground to try to hear, like, bugs and stuff under there. And then he'll, like, pounce and sometimes try to dig, which we try to stop because it's, like, sidewalk. It's, like, grass. He'll try to pounce and dig and get them. And sometimes he gets stuff. He also will jump to try to snap at moths. And I haven't, like, raised a puppy before, so, like, I don't know if this is normal. He's really my only frame of reference. Moose goes out 3 times a day. But the 2 of them are kind of smaller walks that are more sniffy, and then one of them is, like, a bigger adventure. When he was a baby, he had to go out like 6 times a day, 7 times a day sometimes, because he couldn't hold it. Dog loves to eat June bugs and flies. He is a pretty good hunter. He's got fast reflexes. Will to Club level 3, can't see the profession table or the rune dispenser. Might be something to do in the raid, in the hotel in the raid. There might be somebody to talk to. If that's not the case, though, then I have no idea. That's my only idea. Shadowed my middle schoolers and their friends' arachnophobia last Halloween, and now I have a reputation. Oh, you showed your middle schoolers. I see. I need garbage. A lot of what we do here is garbage. Oh, it's a movie. Oh, okay. You're not just setting spiders loose on middle schoolers to try to traumatize them. I don't really know what they do in schools anymore. Sounds suspect, but, you know, far be it from me to question the methods. Good morning from Australia. Good morning. From chilly, rainy springtime, British Columbia. I guess it's not that chilly here. A little chilly. I have not done double question mark underpin successfully. I pulled it a few times. I decided to hold off until I get my brand leveled. And like epic. I do have epic curios now, but I'm going to try to get him leveled further. I was trying at level like 50 something, and I'd like to get him closer to 80.
Jackpot! I can make the coolest thing out of this. What? It's recycling, technically. Welcome to the best.
20 Celsius colder today than it was yesterday. Oh no. Oh dear. Good grief. No, I didn't tag it. Bummer. That's okay. The main thing is getting the big silver ones. Okay, so there is coffer key shards. Or there's the newspapers, or there's the pet battle. Right, okay. I don't know how dedicated I am to coffer key shards in my priest. I feel like it's nice opening the bountiful chest. Like even if you don't need the gear, it's still kind of nice to open it. I don't know. Gonna break out the layers this morning. Just Canadian things. I was looking at like parkas and like winter jackets because they tend to go on sale this time of year once they're not really needed anymore. I'm not going to do it because this is not the time for me to be spending any amount of dollars on a winter jacket, but I think maybe one of these years in like springtime when they're clearing them out, I'll look into it because I do fine. I definitely do fine, but it's because I wear a lot of coats. When it gets really cold, I just put on more coats. I'm like Joey with all the sweaters out there. Get enough keys anyway if you do your weeklies. Yeah, it's like 4 keys, but you could get more keys. You could get even more with the shards and stuff. This is when I buy my winter and winter sports stuff. It's smart. I'm not usually that forward thinking. Link to your full transmog. Looks sick. Oh my gosh, I'm still wearing. This was for Suspicious Styles, and I didn't even place. I was shattered. Here, I can probably link it. Let's see. Link outfit. Copy clipboard. If you put a / command in front of the outfit there, that'll turn it into a link. Blizzard would turn off the I have clicked on this and she does the standard voice response. Bought my new sneakers in November. They were all 50% off. Nice. When do you think the best time of year is to buy hiking shoes? Is it winter? If you're trying to get those on sale? I feel like all I wear for shoes anymore is hiking shoes because they're just more supportive than regular shoes. You want discounts? Probably winter. Yeah. Seagull Shard, thank you for the 33-month resub. Morning, gamers. May not make much of a difference. Yeah. I feel like I got a pretty good deal on my last set, and I was almost about to buy 2 copies of them, but I was like, I know I like them enough to buy them, but I don't know if I like them enough to buy 2 copies of them. But yeah, people can do hike all winter here. It might get kind of muddy, but it's not going to get completely snowed out. Two more? Probably coffer key shards, maybe from doing the echoes, the World Soul echoes. 2 copies of shoes. Yeah, I guess it's more copies if we're considering left and right. Did a gorgeous hike around Souk mid-February. It was green. I'm glad you got to do some outdoorsy stuff and some hiking around here. It's my absolute favorite place in the world. That's the thing I really like about here. I'm sure there's other good things going for it. There must be culture and city things, but I don't know about any of them because I just want to go outside. I just like going outside or like taking naps, and that's about it. I don't need a whole lot of city. Losing my mind. Look, a flower every 5 minutes. Gosh, people's gardens are so beautiful right now. I have to restrain myself from sniffing flowers that are planted in people's front gardens. I'll do it if they're basically on the street, like if I can do it from the sidewalk, but like I'm not going to go into someone's yard to start smelling their flowers. Even though that's kind of what I want to do. You think I could just tell them as a compliment? Listen, you've just got really beautiful... I love your gardening. You've done a wonderful job. I'm just trying to smell your flowers. Still love to go to the museum. As a child, me and my friend would go to the old-timey cinema area, just pretend we lived there. No, it's, there's still that... I know exactly what you mean. It's still there. I don't know if the cinema part is still there. They've definitely, like, changed some stuff, but I know what you mean. How good is your stopping and smelling the flowers game? It's not bad. I'm pretty on the ball about stopping to look at birds, too. Although sometimes if I don't stop and I just look at the birds... oh, it's up here. Then I will trip on things because I'm not looking where I'm going. Or another classic is I'll look up to look at birds, but it'll be raining and I'll just get like a big old raindrop in my eye. Geeks204, thanks for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Do you still categorize the cats? I enjoy seeing them and I see them pretty often, but I don't get to greet them the same way that I used to because I have a dog with me now. It's not very often that I'm walking somewhere without the dog, and if I am, I'm usually in a hurry. Am I shoveling? Now I'm shoveling. Now I'm shoveling with a buff. Irchi, I am not available to help you with that. Not a wild market for it to begin with. Do you think they miss you? The kitties? Yeah, one of them for sure does. There's one of them that will kind of trot out when she sees me and then see Moose and then give him the biggest stink eye. Like, you ruined this for me. Her name is Princess. I love her. She's not someone's cat. She's like a neighborhood cat that lots of people look after. Delightful. Simple joys. Did that with ice cider for my European friends. Oh, hey, garbage ship. So it's got the silver thingy on it, so maybe a better chance? Better chance for garbage mail? Princess the Princess neighborhood is her domain. Yeah. I love her. She's very sweet. She's kind of like Kira, except that she's scrappier. What do we get? We got the mount! We got the mount! We're free! We don't need to worry about... I mean, I still need vintage Cajicola cans, actually, but I'm officially a proud owner of the Salvaged Goblin Gazillionaires flying machine. That's a mouthful. That's like the longest mount name I've seen. Dun, 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 dun. I want one. Yeah. Farm some scrap. It might drop. They don't seem wildly rare. Oh no, not that bad. Daily lockout can give Mechanica. Gosh, I'm still at 1. I'm still at 1 single Mechanica. Oh dear. Because we need Mechanica for mounts and pets, right? I need 113 for all the things it says. That sounds crazy. Can that possibly be the truth? You know what I watched recently for the first time that you would probably like? Shakespeare in Love. The winner of the 1997 Oscars Best Movie. I don't think I've heard of it. Is it just Romeo and Juliet, but like modern? Because that's kind of what it sounds like. Yes, you get market research from doing the scrap farming. You'll get some from the box. Not like insane amounts of it, but not bad. Although, I don't know if anything gives insane amounts of it. I think scrap farming might be just as good as anything else. Oh, gold-plated shank. It is the story of how Romeo and Juliet was written. Not really, but that is the framing. I'm not rushing to do scrap. I'm getting distracted. My reputation. Steam Weedle. 2.7k revered with Steam Weedle. I'm just going to stick with it until I get Steam Weedle to Exalted. Fun, colorful, energetic. Not at all what I expected. Nice. Yeah, I could use a good movie. Since we had Apple TV Plus anyways from watching Severance, we tried watching Fly Me to the Moon, which is ScarJo and Channing Tatum doing like a space race era rom-com, and it was a movie. It was fine. It was fine. Is that what Mechanica's for? Why it's Warbound? Cosmetics. There's mounts and pets. I don't know why it's so stinking rare. Yeah, one of the movies of all time. Whenever I watch a movie like that and I'm just like filled with a vague disinterest, I don't know if the movie sucks or if I'm just dead inside. I feel mean for like disliking something that much that is effectively harmless. Severance is so good. I liked Severance a lot. It was I appreciated that I was able to binge the first season because I only recently watched it. I didn't have to wait week after week for it to come out. But yeah, I would watch Severance, and then I would read the AV Club recap of Severance that I just watched, and then I would read the comments to that. And it was funny because in the comments in that website, you'll inevitably get like repeat commenters that like know each other by name. And there'll be like a couple of like known entities that are like really mad that they're not getting answers to the questions that the show brings up faster. And then there'll be other people that are like, you ADHD rattled brain rot, need everything now. And then other like people, they just get so mad at each other, but it's the same people bickering with each other every single week. And they get into it to the same degree. You'd think they would have realized by now that they cannot change each other's minds. I think they look forward to it. They call each other by name. It's very weird. That's why I try and not read many comments. Yeah, it's a weakness of mine. I can read stuff like that pretty much infinitely. That's my brain rot. Yeah, they must enjoy it. What am I doing now? I'm doing this pet battle. I might do them with a team of every type, actually, as a little bit of progress for, I mean, I guess we can do this if it's digging, just for some Cajicola. Chance at a vintage Cajicola can. Yeah, which we have 0. That's good. We need 3 more for a lab rat. I got a pet from it, but I need more. And I think that's the last thing that I'm farming scrap for, because I have the mount from the box, and I have the mount from the rare, and I have the pet from the box. So I think the last thing I need from scrap, aside from just market research, really is just the 3 cans for the lab rat pet. I could see why people might try to sell that instead of farming it, actually. Seems like a long grind. I don't know why I'm still digging. Oh, I'm digging for cans, actually. Or chances at the vintage cans. I guess, actually, once I get a bunch of the regular cans, there's tires I can buy. I remember I bought the boxes to get the... I bought boxes to get the mount and the pet before I got the tires, but now that I've got those things, I can just buy the tires. Love that you just have to dig through garbage. Dude, we dig through so much garbage out here. It's great. The other thing on TV Plus that we tried watching that I'm still figuring out if I'm gonna get into it is I heard good things about Mythic Quest. And I'm 3 episodes in now, and I still can't decide if I like it enough to try episode 4. Like, is there a point at which it gets good? It's made me laugh maybe 1.5 times so far, and I feel like I'm giving it a big chance because it's, I don't know, topically aligned with my interests, and it has good people in it. It's just, I don't know. It's not grabbing me just yet. In total, not per episode, in total. I am checking my Undermine Family Battler achievements, Undermine Family Battler achievement, to see who needs Presley. Aquatic. All right, let's grab some strats here. And one of the reviews of the show was like talking about how they were so dialed in about MMOs and game dev and MMO culture. And I can't speak to the game dev side of it. I have no idea what they're doing over there. Their best, I'm sure. So I don't know how accurate that part of it was. But like the actual, I don't know, the game itself, there was like it's just a bit strange. I know that you can't really reflect games super accurately for TV, but it's weird the way they try to piece it together. Silo's on the list. I'm gonna try Silo. I'm looking for Zufu's pet battles. Loyal crewmates. Wheel of Time managed to put out a couple of good episodes after 3 years. Oh. That was me with Breaking Bad. Give it a good shot. Deciding it just wasn't my cup of tea. I liked Breaking Bad a lot, but I don't feel like I could rewatch it. It stressed me out too much. Too much tension. Okay, we're grabbing an aquatic team. Teams. With a script, we're going to make sure they're all leveled, which they are. This should give me an achievement. This should be the last one I need for aquatic. Dark Matter pretty good? Okay. I know Mythic Quest was made with a lot of the same people from It's Always Sunny, and people like that show, but I'd never seen it, so maybe I'm just missing like I don't know, missing the style of the humor or something. This is our last day for Twitch drops on this channel, because this is my last stream of the week. We'll be dropless when we come back. Mythic Quest has a head of monetization as a prominent role. That part is one of the closest things to being funny. Got the nickname Dwight due to The Office. That's another show that I haven't seen. I watched a few episodes of it and just didn't click with me. I should try it again at some point. I know it's a comfort watch for a lot of people, but Leia, thank you very much for the 46-month resub. Appreciate it. Want to get into pet collecting? Starting up is so hard. Yeah, that's true. It's being a beginner at pet battling is the hardest time of all pet battling because you don't have any of the tools to do the challenges. I have heard that you shouldn't start with season 1 of The Office. I heard that as well, and that kind of advice drives me nuts. The idea that you should skip some of a show in order to get into it. I'm not saying it's wrong. I believe that might be the best way to get into it, but if that's required, they've already lost me. Series that I enjoy, but if I've forgotten how much I enjoy it, it's Corner Gas. I've been meaning to try some of those old Canadian sitcoms again. I used to see ads for Corner Gas constantly. And but I don't think I ever sat down and watched it. I've heard North of North, which is a newer one, is also good. That keeps getting advertised to me. I think Netflix is gonna get it, but CBC Gem has it for now. I wonder if CBC Gem's gonna keep it. Some of the comedy early in The Office is of its time. Okay. We did our Aquatic Battler. Let's do a critter team. We need to do critters for this. Rematch string. Script. I've never made a WoW pet script, but it seems like there's tools that you can use to make them so you don't have to learn how to write them necessarily. Interesting. I tried Schitt's Creek and I liked it, and I watched 1 or 2 seasons of it, but for some reason I never kept watching it. I think there's something wrong with me. Felt that way about Black Mirror. The first episode of Black Mirror is definitely a Black Mirror episode, but a little different. It's on a little bit of a different axis than most of the rest of the show. That one I don't mind so much when people tell people to try Black Mirror but skip the first one, or at least don't watch the first one first, because Black Mirror is an anthology show. There's references in the episodes to other episodes, but they're not even remotely related to the story, or you don't need to know them to know what's going on. So you could watch any given Black Mirror episode and you would be, just as caught up as you would need to be. I've heard of Mindhunter. I know it has what's his face in it, Jay Groff. Loved him in Hamilton. I haven't really seen a lot of Mindhunter. I'm just gonna want him to do his King song. Watching White Lotus and Yellow Jackets. Heard good things about those. No, I haven't seen Ozark either. I'm a hard sell with TV shows. For a long time, unless it was with a couple specific exceptions, I didn't really like watching scripted fiction, which is most TV. Severance was the first one that I actually decided to try in a long time. I liked Breaking Bad well enough. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I just wanted to watch docu-series and then trashy reality TV. It frustrates me when TV writing is good for a while and then gets bad, because I feel like you've invested so much time that it's just at least if a movie sucks, you're only out 2 hours of your life. And you don't have that emotional investment of being this movie was almost good and then it went off the rails, I feel like TV shows have a bigger capacity to betray me. Gary the Goldfish. Venture, I guess that's why nobody talks about Game of Thrones anymore. Kind of hurt all of us a little bit. We'll always have most of the books.
You did the job and you didn't total your car. I call that a success.
I also call that a success. Anytime I go out and I drive and I don't total the car, we're in good shape. Bullies defeated. We'll rewatch at least half of Game of Thrones eventually. Yeah, they had some good TV in there. I don't feel like I really rewatch drama shows though. I'll watch them once. I'm trying to think of a drama show that I rewatched because, like, not just like a sitcom. I feel like I can put on Friends reruns until the end of time. I haven't done it in a while, but
Good job, Dollface. You make sure I got my cut of your tip, right?
uh-oh. I'm always getting knocked off my mount trying to drive through the oh no, the surge pricing. Trying to drive through this slime. Well, I got my way through at least 2 of the Family Battler strats for Presley. We're kind of piecemealing that achievement together. What do you want? You want me to test the knife, that's right. Also, eventually rewatch Lost, have fond memories of that. There's apparently a lot of references and parallels between Lost and Severance. There's a lot of discussion and think pieces about Severance will compare it to Lost because they're both kind of like puzzle box style shows. And I think you can draw a lot of comparisons for better or for worse. I couldn't really say because I haven't seen Lost. I heard that it didn't end in a satisfying way, and that put me off from watching it in the first place. The closest that I've done to watching Lost is watching Drew Gooden's like video manifesto on Lost. Yeah, he did say it was good. That is the closest thing to anything making me watch it, was him saying it was good. Right up until the end, and then never watched the finale. I used to watch The Walking Dead religiously every week, but it just got too hard for me. I don't really like gore, so that's not a good show for me. I think it's unfairly maligned, but it has also been 15 years. Yeah. That's a long time.
I'm moving you to the top of my Rolodex.
I'm going to the top of a Rolodex. Recommend Star Trek Next Generation. Serialized, you can start basically whenever. Lost was really popular when I was in high school. People talked about it all the time. Trying to think of what shows were like big when I was in school. If there was anything that like everybody was watching. Oh, I don't know if I've done this one. I've jumped in the fruit. I don't know if I jumped in the trash. It's a good thing I've got my gas mask on. I should make a gas mask central nog that's for Undermine. I might do that after my job streak here. I know I could do it at any time, but Simpsons for me. There wasn't a whole lot of like, oh, we all have to watch this because we didn't all have the same capacity to watch everything. Like, not everybody had access to the same channels. So like until like the first thing that I feel like my friends and I like bonded over TV wise was stuff that we could watch on YouTube, because that was the only thing that was going to be available to all of us. So we got into Naruto because we could watch it on YouTube. I don't think it was legal, but it was up in like, 10 videos per episode pieces. I have not seen Dexter. I know some of my friends really liked Invader Zim, but I didn't see it. I didn't get a chance to see it. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody kind of just watched whatever shows they had access to. Okay. Honey bunches. Honey bunches of what? All right, we got to break at these crabs. I love this quest.
How you doing, pal? Well.
I like how you're doing it by just asking inane, irrelevant questions to the staff here.
Yeah? See you around.
High school was Doctor Who and Sherlock for me, but I was a Tumblr girl. Yeah, I knew some people that were into Doctor Who. For sure. I kind of wish I'd gotten into WoW earlier. My friends were super into WoW and they would talk about it all the time, but I didn't get into it until like, you know, grade 12. Grade 11, grade 12. And then by then we were also like, you know, trying to like get ready for the rest of our lives and stuff. Dawson's Creek was popular, but I didn't watch it. You know. Plus, if I'd gotten into WoW earlier, I could call myself a TBC baby instead of a Wrath baby. But I didn't, I was not about to ask my parents to pay for a monthly subscription game. That was not happening. Whoa. Oh no, not the slimes. These slimes? These slimes. I'm trying to figure out what you mean, Rustrotter. Is there a typo in there, or do you mean 85? I dropped when I just started college, so I was able to afford my addiction. Yeah, I remember feeling pretty liberated when I got my first credit card and moved my WoW sub onto it. Pretty much the only thing I got a credit card for, I'm pretty sure. Classic Mop comes out this summer. I'll be able to relate to Classic Andes. Came over to WoW when my first MMO was shut down. I feel like he might have mentioned this before, but what game was that? Got my first CC to help pay for college books. I lived off my debit card for a long time because I had watched a few too many TLC reality shows about people mismanaging credit card debt. So I had taken the wrong message that credit cards were just blanket bad from that because I'd seen too many TV shows of people just using them like free money and then getting into trouble. So I thought I was being smart and responsible by just paying for things with debit, like using money that I actually had, which isn't like a bad thing. It's just, there's just, you know, it's not building your credit rating, and you are missing out on potentially, you know, points and whatnot. Which reminds me, I need to get a better credit card. When I first moved back to Canada, I had no credit rating here because I had a 7-year, 8-year gap in my credit history. So nobody wanted to give me a credit card. I had to get like a really, not a bad one, but I had to get like a really basic one that had a really small limit. And I had to put down a big collateral deposit to even get it in the first place. Because I had no credit rating, but I have much better credit rating now because I've been building it for the last couple of years. And I could probably qualify for a card that doesn't suck as much. They've raised the limit on it, so that's not the problem, but I don't get any kind of bonuses or anything on groceries or whatever. Kind of a problem. Oh, I remember they had a WoW credit card. That's right. Gosh. Lucky that my parents taught me about credit and debt early. I got mine at 18 and did not mince words about it. Yeah, we have a couple I like now. Yeah, I'll have to figure out at some point what I'm gonna do about that. Credit score goes down if I pay off my debt, Mom. Isn't that a good thing? Yeah, that part about it drives me nuts. Makes me kind of crazy. But you're not, I mean, I'm far from a financial advisor. I pay off my credit card every month. I mainly built my credit rating back up by, I didn't need to finance my car when I moved back here and bought a car, but I did it anyways so that I could have proof of having a loan that I paid off on time. And that helped a lot, just like financing a car and then making the payments. And you can get pretty good deals on financing interest as long as you don't like miss them. It's paid off now, but that helped me a lot. I'm having a terrible time with this one. This slime one sucks. I think there are other spots you can get slimes. Yeah, there are. But I don't really micromanage or micro look at my credit rating. I just kind of need to know whenever there's something I'm trying to qualify for. Like, I got a pet! Oh, it's a shipping and handling pet from finishing a shipping and handling job. I got Mutt! I didn't know that was a thing! Aw. Let me see. Are there more? Is it just that one? How lucky am I? Oh, this will be great for my Goblin Hunter. It's the one that matches, it's the one that matches. Aw. Shipping. Why is my typing going backwards? That's strange, right? I did not type it backwards. Weird. That's a cute one. Hang on. So if we check Mutt, it just says the war within. Show my hound some respect. Well, it's not the mount, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Speaking of credit ratings and loans and everything like that, I had rounded up a list of like 6 properties to have my realtor look over and see if we could arrange to see any of them. And she gets back to me and they all sold. All of them. I'm upset. It's not like any one of them were the dream one or anything, but like, I can't believe they all went that fast. It's a little scary. I think that when we find the right one, we're gonna have to move quick because they're just going. I didn't think the market was that hot, but it's looking like it's gonna be stressful. It's not a decision you want to feel rushed in, but you know, what are you gonna do? Right. Am I doing another batch of these? I guess I'm doing another batch of these. Look at me go. More satisfied customers. Makes me happy to be perfectly happy to rent, yeah. At least I have a good place to rent in the meantime. I'm pretty happy where I am. It is livable. It is comfortable. I like the area. But our rent's going up, so it's going to cost us to stay here. Now, Cat Cam, she came and she left. She wandered in and she wandered out. Newspapers delivered. Oh, I didn't realize they show your job on the map with like the little star thing. That's cool. That's neat. I'm definitely not getting any Valor Stones. Maybe I should be doing this in a character that can get Valor Stones. I guess this is only one job. I'm only one into my job streak. Because my hunter can actually use the Valor Stones.
You did the job and you didn't total your car. I call that a
Did the job and didn't total my car. Wow.
interesting.
I keep meaning to use these things. Like 10% movement speed sounds pretty good, but I never remember to use it.
Watch yourself.
Also, I want to know who's buying this and is it flabby? This 100,000 gold, liquid gold that you can drink. It's unique. I don't know if it's for something or if it's just for laughs. Let's do some more shipping and handling. Let's see if we can get lucky and get that mount. Tome of Teleportation. Added the Galagia rewards card to the list. Nice. I haven't used mine yet. It seems like it's only for inside the raid, I think. Does anything happen when you drink it? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not really willing to spend 100k gold to try. It says it's just a mana water like anything else. Alright, let's get on this car. Let's turn on jobs and see what we can do. Going to the heaps. Got a purple robot mount yesterday? Yeah, that's mainly what I want. I got a pet just now, like in this last batch of jobs. That was kind of cool. Trash compacted. Oh yeah, I was gonna make a gas mask log. I guess I can do it on my goblin too. Killing a rare? Oh, nice.
You did the job, and you didn't total your car. I call
So,
that a success.
if I was gonna do... Is it just called a gas mask? Fumigator's mask. I'm trying to look for stuff that's gonna really go here. She needs pants. Where did the pants go? Help, I've lost my pants. Assumed it was like the augment rune, infinite water. I don't know. I think it might just be a gold sink. Infinite water would be something. Those don't go. I must not have the matching ones. I guess those are close-ish. No, they're blue. They don't really go. That's not right. Sure. Fine. We have like the clockwork back. We also have like rocket piece backs too. Django 117, thank you very much for the 13-month resub. Evening, Hazel. Good evening. Just want a summer style trial on my DH Blood Elf wearing nothing but scorched shorts. Excellent. I thought for sure I was going to win Showtime like that. I thought it would have been perfect. Oh yeah, that's right. I bought a quiver set. I always forget I have that. Or that we've got the Dark Ranger's quiver, but we're kind of using a gun, so... Oh yeah, that's right! Okay. That's gotta happen. I feel like the shoulders I'm gonna take off. Or maybe just do this one. That, like, goes up and down. Gosh, I wish the pants matched better. I don't really have any super good matching pants for this. That mask looks great on her. I want something that really, like, suits under mine. You know, something to preserve her, her lungs while she's down here. I think I have something. I don't hate those. They've got extra buckles on them. It's not great, but it's okay. Especially if we get some better boots here. Getting better. I don't want the boots to be bright green, but we want them to feel protective. It's okay if they're a little clunky. It would be nice if they went up higher. I know there are some that go above the knee that are not just like those new leg wraps, but are actually like boot boots. Might be thinking about this too much. Actually, that's pretty good. The belt's throwing it off. I like the little flask on it, but that color's a little better. And then, is it the clockwork gun, or do we want to do, like, we've got the severance package, but the color doesn't match. If we want, like, a green clockworky one, that's the stuff. Okay, let me see. Love it. I don't even remember how I got that back piece. I suppose it doesn't matter. I did not watch much. I did watch some of The 100. I didn't end up finishing it. One in Shadowlands, when the new Violet Hold type wears, and Isle of Dorn drops one too. Yeah, I might have gotten... I don't know. I don't know where I got it from. I know that there's one in Shadowlands that was like really hard to get, so I didn't get it.
You made sure I got my cutting tip, right? Alchemy experiments are wandering loose up on the pipes above us. Get some quick pictures of them for research.
What do you want me to do? Roaches. Yeah, the containment pack. I definitely don't think I got that. Do you like the wheels on your car? Yeah, they're alright. They're alright. I don't think I can blame my tires for my driving. I think it's mainly a me thing. When I get enough of the cans, which I guess are transferable, aren't they? Yeah, I need 2,000 more cans from scrap, and then there's another set of tires I can buy to try. I don't know if they're any good, but... New outfits. Is it just like a riding by them kind of thing, or... No, you want me to click on them. NG ones seem best. I think that's what I'm using now. Missing a pet from one of the Maldraxxus rares. Shadowlands collecting was kind of wild. It took a long time with a lot of fussy little things to manage and deal with. Tailgate Park. Handling it. Tailgater Trolls. I think after this batch of jobs, I might do some delves for delve leveling, for brain leveling. Especially if I have any chance of having any. I'm out of coffer keys. I guess I could see if there's anything I could do for more shards. Maybe a Radiant Echo. I've got lots of those. Still need to do the Kyrian fights? Yeah, they are a lot easier. They definitely scale funny so that they're easy now. There's cool mog from that. Am I okay? I'm just trying to defeat the Dark Fuse over here. This is what's at 643. She's got some gear. Sugar Plum Angel Face. Okay, we got a delivery. So far, these have been working for me, which I appreciate very much. It's dangerous when I don't know where I'm going. Good, good. And then there's another package. Oh, it's right here. Don't mind me. Urge. Is that a rare? Nah. Sometimes the package deliveries go really, really close by, and it's funny. Oh, that one's not too bad. Yeah, so at the end of your 9th job, you have a chance to get stuff like mounts and pets. Or at least a mount. and a pet. I'm not sure if there's more. And they'll just drop straight to your bags after job 9. So before you take your legally mandated break, after you do your last job in a batch. That's when it'll happen, if it's going to happen. Okay, we got to cover for the crabs again. I just got the pet mutt from doing my last batch of jobs. And that is the rocket board. This is the supermarket. Seems you can do it as many times as you want. There is a weekly, but the reward seems spammable. Seems like you can just keep going if you like. But if you want to do the weekly quest, that is once a week.
What's the news?
For a little extra benefit.
Nice job. Now get back to work, Cliff.
Which mount do you get? It is... Flabby got it. Violet Goblin Shredder. That's the one. Shipping and handling. That's what we're hoping for here. Oh yeah, and then the pet that we got. Should put it on our bar somewhere. Because it matches my hyena pet. I have the hunter pet, I have the combat pet, and then do I have the mount as well, actually? I do have the mount. We're rolling. Aw. The battle pet's really cute. Heaps of trouble. Makes me think they're just gonna want me to kill things. Yeah. Fail. She has that purple Mog that kind of goes with it, but I wanted to wear the green one because I wanted to use the Fumigator's gas mask and then this back piece I felt were really fun. Okay, so that just gave me... I got my batch of goods for the 9th job. It was unfortunately just... You don't get anything for taking your break. I just take it because I feel like my goblin deserves it. I got some resonance crystals, some weathered crests, valor stones, little guild rep randomly. No mount that time. You don't have to take your break. You could just turn jobs back off and then on again, and then it'll give you a fresh batch of 10 jobs. But it's cute. I think I should probably, speaking of breaks, I should probably take a break myself, and then when I come back, maybe we'll see if we can get another key, do another delve or something. BRB. Okay, let's see here. Main reason to get another key before I do delves. Like, I want to do the delves to level Bran and to, like, try for continued progress on my Delver's Glory meta that I'm still working on. But if I get a key first, then another chance at replacing this neck piece that is 593. We're gonna check right out of jobs. Go have a little look at World Soul Memory. I've got a bunch of them anyway. Can't hurt. Hit 80 Bran yesterday. Nice. I'm a little jelly. Is your Bran powerful? Is he strong? Does he crush? Am I gonna get to this from the inside of the arena? I guess I'll go take a look. Just scooch right around. Nope. Back right out of there. Scooch around the stands, maybe? I haven't done this one yet. He's very strong. Yeah, I'm gonna be excited when mine gets to 60, which was cap last season. So it's up. Which makes me think that as delightful as this has been, I am gonna need to get out of here and go around. Kyrios and Brand to recommend as tank? I have been using bouncing grenades and bioprinter, but I don't know that there's like a wildly wrong option, so to speak. I think it's just whatever. Some people like foot bombs. I like pylons sometimes if I just want like a very set and forget sort of thing. Wasn't sure if there's one that's way better. I think they're pretty close. Swear by the coal and the foot bombs, but I spec tank and I put Brand as DPS. Yeah, I've seen a few different guides. I don't know if there's like a given like perfect recommendation or anything. Super augmented laborer. I like running tank Brand with my healer and then heal Brand with my DPS. But for casters, I could definitely see an argument to have Brand tank. Okay, so I got a adventure sword, which is nice. I have an appearance for that now. But also, I got my first Chet card, which is one of, 40 things that you need as a currency. Commonly from Undermine rares, rarely is an Undermine zone drop. You get a bunch of these so you can do an extra Chet card in a week, which is like, why? Why would we grind that hard to make that happen? It's really unclear to me. I think maybe I need to get up this building. There's like a stairway in the back, I'm pretty sure. I'm finding lots of trash anyway. I'm just trying to get to the World Soul Memory. It looks like it's in the stands, but I didn't have any luck. I kind of want to get up here. Let's take the outside stairs. Turn in Chet cards after the first two. Doesn't that seem like an insane random thing? It just sounds broken. It doesn't sound intended that you would do 2 Chet cards, which is already kind of a wild grind. My drive car out of job mode. Okay, so it looks like the World Soul Memory is up. My LFR can't even clear trash. Oh. I'm just having a hard time getting... Like, my car's not in job mode. I'm just having a tough time getting to the, This area of the map I feel like is always tough for me to navigate to. I went in the stands, and I didn't see it. Maybe I still had jobs on. I thought I could maybe get over the fence here, but now I'm thinking maybe I cannot get over the fence. Is there any stairway out the back of this place, or no? I don't even know what's going on in here. Packages seem better for me, but I've heard other people say they were still broken, so maybe your mileage may vary. Okay, it looks like there's a gap here. These lovely people are watching. So I'm gonna jump down here. Yeah, it is in the stands. I could have gotten here the normal way. Maybe I had job mode on before. Weird. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do this middle one. So 5. Oh, it takes 5 echoes. I don't know why I thought I was only using 1. I guess you could do 1, but then you get, if you do 5 at once, you'll get 5x the coffer key shards. Okay, we're fighting stuff. You can power clear the normal mobs. Bosses aren't worth it. I wonder if it varies depending on if you're like a single target or like a better AoE spec. I know BM100 does pretty good at AoE. You get 3 score for a normal mob and 10 for a boss. That does seem not quite fair. Where are my pets? You guys? Oh, they're gone. That's fine. They've gone. They've left me. But I can't help it. Especially if I can just like tag it and someone else is also fighting it. I feel like in a group, that's worth. It looks like it's all basically up on the stands. What did I get to last time? Like 160 something? I'm glad you like my Mog. I put it together special today. I love free Mog week because I can change my Mog as much as I want. I've been changing them all the time. I need to get some points for the boss at the end too. $133. I was wondering why Mog was free. That should just be the norm. Yeah, it's for Trial of Style week. Void Elves get a discount all the time. I feel like there's not as many gold sinks left in the game, so they're trying to really milk the ones that they have. Oh, they did change it. No, it's just for Trial of Style. It'll go away at the end of the week. Fix up your Mogs while you can. Or at least while you can do it for cheap anyway. Okay. $159. Yeah, it's about the same as my score from before. Not wildly different. Which last time I think got me like, not a quite 125 keys shards, but maybe like 100 and something. Basically a key. What we're hoping for would be, isn't there like a... Radiant Echoes? Echoes of Danger? You get the Echo Chaser title to do each of the following rare at in the Kazalgar World Quest Echoes. I don't think I'm gonna be an Echo Chaser. Looking at this achievement, I don't think that's gonna be me. I got 140 copper key shards. Nice, I'm up 2 keys in total. 265 Valor Stones. Alright. What are our bountiful dells for today? It looks like we've got Side Street Sluice, which is good. I need that one. Fungal Folly is up. Waterworks and... Oh, Dread Pit. Okay. We'll do Sluice first. If you can get a Keeper World Soul, everything past there is gravy. Glad you reminded me of them. Yeah, nice for keys and Valor Stones. Not super necessary if you don't need those things. Which I guess is kind of nice. It's not something I want to feel like I have to do in my main. Hang on, there's a scrap pile. I need vintage Cajicola cans. if I come across one, we're gonna try. Importantly, not the single. I've got a stack of 19 Drenic water breathing elixirs I'm just carrying around with me. Although I need to remember that I have the infinite Noggin Fogger now. So I should try that next time. Plus, I managed to get the Just Keep Swimming achievement, so that part's off my list. Good to know. Those elixirs are key. Yeah, and they're only like 30 gold each. It's nice that you can still use the old ones. Coffer shards at the top of the Aladoran mat. Mm. I've been having some strange issues getting my World Quest add-on to summarize coffer key shards correctly. It sometimes won't show them when there are, and it'll sometimes show them when they're not. It's a bit strange. Might be something wonky with World Quest that you've done once on your account, too. I think sometimes instead of rep, if it was a rep bonus, they'll give you something different. Still dislike it greatly. Yeah, I kind of resent it for frustrating me in the first place, even if I have water breathing for it now. It's kind of besides the point. Oh, I got a gold inlaid jetpack, but I already have it. I didn't know it could drop again. What's the point of that? I wasn't in a party. Put it in say chat, see if anybody wants it. Nope, they're gone. Okay. Side street's loose. Oh, hang on. Flyboy Snooty, hang on. This is for a chance at Miscellaneous Mechanica. We have to do at least the weekly rares. We gotta. Last time I tried to do them, but then I got sidetracked by the Pet Battle World Quest and then I didn't make it in time, so we're motoring this time. We're heading straight there.
Get some quick pictures of them for research.
Can I get around this corner? Yes, yes I can. No, no I can't. Darn it. Too far. Might have to clear a little path to this rare. My hunter can like almost solo the hard rares, but not quite. It's a Sunday. I bet you somebody rolls up. Especially if I clear a little path out here. There is, looks like a warlock waiting in the corner. You know what? Well, my trinket's on cooldown. Yeah. Do we have any pocket pizza or anything? We have some Incontinental Takeout. We'll get a random food buff. Maybe a silver flask. Because I'll want it for the delve anyway, if we're gonna do 8 delves. Oh, there's somebody here. And it looks like they might want a pole. Nice. Tag it just to make sure that we're in there. And then we'll finish up our little pack here before we take off and start fighting it. Okay. Anything? No. Check card. No mount. Oh no, not a mount. Miscellaneous Mechanica. Pardon me. Like a fifth of the mount. I like that the zone is so fast to get around. It's probably the first ground zone that's felt that way. Side street. Oh yeah, I've gone too far up the road. Under the bridge, right? Yeah. That's the stuff. Alright. Yeah, someone said you can see before you go in if you have a map yet. I'm not seeing anything related to a map on here, although I think I used it for this week already. Is there any way to get Bran to sit down and heal when he just won't? Not to my knowledge. I've had that problem too. We're like, buddy, please, you gotta help yourself. So this is going to be an 8. I have him healing with bouncing grenades and bioprinter. I usually just pull again. I'll pull something small if possible, and then he'll figure himself out like once he's fighting stuff. But yeah, not ideal. I was supposed to click on something, wasn't I? Stolen goods. That might be the remote teleporter.
Watch your step.
Had that problem after every pull in the sinkhole, which contributed to the experience. Oh dear. Oh hey, it's all underpins a well-connected friend. I don't have another kick for him, unfortunately. He's probably going to call his agent. Just the one guy, though. Oh, look, it's me at the halfway point. So weird. It's really nice that those brand pots heal my pet, because, like, look at this. If I didn't have that, that would have been danger. Big danger. I had to put Sandy's health bar on, like, the party and raid frames, because I wasn't going to notice it down below where it goes. Ow, ow, ow.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
So we use the teleporter. We are cruising through this. I don't know if I've done this story. I'm a bit lost. I guess it's cool that they've... Oh, look at these little mini brands. I guess that's the bioprinter doing a bad job, like not working correctly. I said they, oh no, have different ways for you to experience the delve in different like routes, I guess, for something that seems like it would be so linear. I know sometimes I go into Excavation Site 9 and it feels like a completely different place. How are my Valor Stones doing? Oh, back up to 1500. I might be able to send some upgrades. I'm sure I have. Pardon me, plenty of crests in this character. I'd love to find a neck piece, because I know that my crafted pieces are going to be like armor pieces with Dawn thread lining on them. So it would be nice if I could not worry about crafting a neck. And then I feel like maybe next week, I guess I don't know when our next catalyst charge is. I'll have to see what I get out of Vault. I have 2 pieces because I got one from Vault and then I catalyzed one. She's not 2k in Mythic Plus, she's only done 1 key. I guess if we get into alt keys. I just want to like, wah, yeah. Nice. And then Brand and my pets can all figure out how to get back here. That's fine. We need 80% more trash. Oh, crab! That'll work. I think the biggest challenge for me in Hunter Delves is just learning to keep an eye on my pet's health and then use Brand's pots to top him back up. Because if my pet dies, it gets hairy pretty quickly. But this seems like a nice way to kind of work in a character, especially over time. Like, you get a pretty good vault for doing this. Talking to a friend recently, we're going to get some all-ladies key runs going. Nice. Crafting base gear seems so overwhelming. I agree. It is easily my least favorite part of gearing a character by a country mile. I find it to be obnoxious and overwhelming. There's maybe a treasure down there. I want to loot that. Do we think we can get over there by like jump, disengage? Oh wow, I'm good. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Wonder if I like looted something down here and then I like forgot about it or what? A little lost. Well, there's mobs. Just have to remember to pull them out and run on potions instead of the bomb throw.
Watch your step.
I think I need to make a macro that casts my binding shot and implosive trap at my cursor. I think I'll do that at some point so that I can not have to worry so much about like placing the reticle. I can just kind of click them down. I know my aim's not going to be perfect all the time, but it's probably worth it for... It's probably worth it. Nice. No! Whoa, okay. Jumping puzzles are not normally my forte.
Watch your step.
Espresso, thank you for the 46-month resub. Feel like I just saw ya. There's no right or wrong way to set your brand. Different people like different things. I have been enjoying having him heal for my DPS and then tank for my healer, but that's not the only way to do it. It's just something that I'm comfy with. I would just play around. I would play around and see what feels good to you. See what feels like fast and safe and comfortable. Because it's going to be different for different people and even for different specs. But for pet classes like Hunter and Warlock, I really like Healer Brand because your pet can tank, so you don't have to worry about having the mobs on you directly anyways. And then the healing pots can heal your pet as well as you.
Watch your step. Dispel boss. Knocking back.
Brand, don't stand and stuff, okay, dude? It's not a good idea. It's really on you if you do. I can't help you with that.
Watch your step. Knocking back. Watch your step.
Stuck in delves? Oh. Tried guides, no clue what's wrong.
Dispel boss.
That's a bit
knocking back.
weird. If your brand is pretty under-leveled, it may take a while before your run feels like the ones that you're seeing online. I know that like my brand was pretty underleveled, and I had a bit of a tough time for a while until I kind of got him caught up a little bit. That's just a theory, though. That might not be the problem. Decided to try and finish my pet collecting achievements. Regret so many of them have to be in specific weather patterns. Yeah. Okay, I got a trinket. And a rat fang toxin. I don't know what most of these delve trinkets, like I haven't heard of most of them, which seems like a bad sign. And then I got an adventure neck, which honestly I feel like I'm gonna wear because it's better than the one I had, especially if I upgrade it. Put some flight stones into it. Armo, thank you for the 70-month reso. Boop beep boop beep. Delve trinkets kind of garbo. What is a good brain level? Mine started feeling reasonable around 50. 60 it was the cap for last season, and you can get up to 80 now. When mine was still in his 30s, he was definitely a little weak. It also, the item level of your character will also matter a little bit. This character is doing 8s at 644 now. I think she started them around 630. And her brand's like 50, 55-ish, something like that. Oh, hey, I've got a quest I can turn in an Endermine. I came up here because I wanted to get, I wanted to upgrade that neck piece just to have some item level in that slot, because I think I can just do it with just Valor Stones. And we have quite a few of those. Because if I look at other things I can upgrade, a lot of them are just waiting on Runed Crests. Which I guess I actually am getting, aren't I? I am getting Runed Crests from doing this. Not very many, but some. But in the meantime, while I wait for more Runed Crests, we can juice this basically all the way up. Only 192, and then that's going to bring that up to 32, which is much better. She got Weathered of the Undermine. Nice transmog. Why, thank you. Hang on, the shoulder does a thing. Do the thing! That's the thing. But yeah, she's using a Noggenfogger Ultimate Deluxe and then a Remnant of Darkness, which is not her best trinket, but it's a hero track trinket, which is more than I can say about a lot of other stuff I've got. That in. See if there's any world quests up here. Oh yeah, Coffer Key Shards. Alright. From that one, and then maybe just that one. Do that world quest real quick, and then do another delve. It's nice that she is getting Runed Crest from this, even if it's pretty slow. Hi, Metrosonic Jen. I hope you're having a lovely day today. Cross Mage Bay. It's basically cheating. Tank brand can go down and be up before anything touches me. That's fun. My brand more or less takes care of himself. He gets it vaguely done. Alright, so she's 646 now. I feel like I got geared up. I mean, it's not great gear by any means, but like I got her item level just out of delves. Pretty much just out of delves. And it happens so fast. I assume her catalyst charges to get more tier. Because she's got 2 set but not 4 set right now. I kind of want to try another key. Like, next time my guild does alt keys, it'll be fun to bring my hunter and see if she's improved. Because last time she was at a level 600 and nothing. Yeah, I remember this world quest. I did this for the Coffer Key Shards on my other character because I'm obsessed right now. That's right. Crazy Delve drop luck. Got so many of the same type of armor. Oh, that sucks. That's always frustrating. Sometimes on an alt I'll get like the same slot like 4 or 5 times in a row while I have green gear in the rest of my slots that I would much prefer. Nice. DDoS again for sure? That's a bummer. I've been okay so far. I was okay yesterday as well. Brand's level 18. I'm level 617, so that may be why. Yeah, I think that once you get caught up a little bit, it'll be better. I think your delve level, if you're doing 5s, that's a good level for where your character's at. I think you're set there. If you were impatient though and you had anybody to run with, somebody else, if they enter first, it'll use their brand, so you could kind of like mooch if you wanted to and you had somebody to mooch on. Streamer client, I guess so. So far so good. Yeah, you level Brandon delves. Best way to level him is just do bountiful delves. If you really want to catch him up, do all 4 every day. Loot as many curiosities in there as you can, and if you're insane, you could do all 4 every day on more than one character, but that's too many delves, and I don't recommend it. You'll hurt yourself. But your brand will catch up quite quickly. There's catch up built in now, so you'll be caught up before you know it. Let's go do, what is this? Fungal Folly. Fungal Folly. How's my Glory of the Delver achievement coming? Only need... Do I need Fungal Folly stories? No, I have those. I need a lot of stories with other ones, and a lot of them I only need like 1. Some of them I need more. Oh, we should make sure we do Dread Pit today, actually, because maybe it's the one I need. Let's go do Dread Pit. Leveling Brand is doing bountiful delves. There's 4 bountiful delves per day. Do them all. And then if you feel crazy, do them again the next day. Do them every day. Even though you won't have keys, you can still do the bountiful delve and get XP for your brand. And if you're really crazy, you can do them on more than one character in a day. Yeah, it sounds like there's a DDoS going on for WoW. I don't know why I'm not kicked. So far, mine seems to be fine. I'm on Lightbringer, and I'm connecting from BC. I don't know. Second day of lag, second bricked key. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I definitely, that's a huge bummer. Definitely wouldn't try any keys now. Obviously, you can't know ahead of time if when it's going to get DDoSed. Wish it was as fun with more people. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Are there any, shards? No. Okay. Nerubians have stolen a cache of memory gems. I don't think this is the story that I need, but that's okay. Get a little food buff. Don't remember this being such a big problem with Blizzard. To my knowledge, whenever anybody sets out to DDoS them that really means it, it's gonna work until they stop. I've lived through this happening before. It's usually whenever there's something really high profile going on. We can keep the mobs in the explosion of the drones, they take damage. Pulls in loose memory gems. I guess I don't know quite what we're talking about here. Is this not the drone one? I don't think so. I've got a big magnet and they want me to get memory gems back. I think those are memory gems.
Brunful.
Yeah. Generally, anytime that there's a lot of attention on WoW, expansion launch, race to world first, I guess OnlyFans, is a ripe time for DDoSers to get attention for DDoSing. Hello, Chaotic Fire. How you doing? Hopefully I'm able to finish my... Well, start and finish my delve. My server seems to be fine for the moment. Yeah, word on the street is that there's a DDoS going on. Okay, we've got underpinned fan over here.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Oh, I pulled a lot. Drink
Watch
some
your
potions.
step.
Maybe use a little cooldown. Maybe try to finish the underpin
Watch
fan.
your step.
Guess I'll eat food now. Sometimes whenever I get like connection issues, I tell myself that it's just the universe telling me there's somewhere else I need to be. Something really important I should be doing right now, and the hand of fate is tweaking things for me. In combat. I don't believe it.
That's more like it.
Okay. Those web summon Nerobians. Yeah, if I heard that I was getting DDoSed and I was playing hardcore, I would log out ASAP. Holy moly. Be scary. Looks like there's some stuff over here, hidden in the bush. Going grocery shopping. 20% left on the last boss. Can't interact. Aw, it's a bummer. Happy grocery shopping. I hope that your favorite things are on sale.
Charging. Move.
One of my favorite adult activities. I love grocery shopping if I can go at a time that the store is really quiet and if I have time for it. I loathe it if I'm in a hurry or if it's busy. I'm a big fan of like early morning or late evening shopping. It's one of the nice things about being a streamer is that I can kind of do chores like that at off hours. Do the same thing. Water and soap. We are very close. I feel like I've gotten most of this done without ever really leaving the entry.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Okay. Oh, Kobe Sanctuary, thank you very much for the 10-month resub. Okay. Defeat Gem Hoarders. Switch brand to heals, bumped down to a tier 4.
Watch your step.
Maybe my brand today? Face rolling the keyboard is making me angry. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to like struggle through a delve that's a bit too hard for your character because it's like a challenge if you can do it or not, but it's just frustrating if you keep wiping. I've been there. Nordrasil, holy smokes! Back with another 20 gift subs. Holy moly. Appreciate it very much. Congrats to those who got them. Thank you.
That's more like it.
You are single-handedly carrying our sub count for the moment, or at least a big chunk of it. Hi, Hazel. Hello, Rachel. How you doing today? Oh, I found the mob we needed. Oh, those webs summoned Nerudians. Just resubbed today? Oh. think I'm supposed to use these to, yeah, damage the Nerubian webbing. It's just a bit silly when you can also just like kill the web spreaders and that'll do it too. Wow, huge chunk of it. Thank you very much for the support. Means a lot right now. I want to... Okay, there's one I need right there. I don't need to fight these lords, and they take a long time to fight. But they're kind of fun because I get bioprinter copies of them that last a long time. Good, thanks. Had paella for dinner. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. It is 11:50 in the morning for me, so just kind of late morning. Cozy Sunday morning, wow. I've got some yoga later today. I've got some keys later tonight. Might try to clean up a little bit. I need to do some laundry. Oh, ow, oh, ow.
Interrupt.
These are hard. Either I'm standing in something in the bush. No, I'm not getting lag. I hear a lot of other people are getting kicked out. For whatever reason, my connection to the server seems fine. This would be a great moment for streamer client jokes. Oh, man. Either that or I'm being framed. Every server offline except for Hazel's. Suspicious. Set to close the game. Delay's bad. Yeah. Oh, Underpin's here. Okay. I did not summon him. I did not invite him to this party. That's fine. We just gotta get him to 50. I'm pretty... I guess I don't know. Make a little room here. Oh, that one I was able to kick off the edge. I feel like before I wasn't. Okay, yeah, so no map. But I did get a wrap. Oh. Also, it's champion, and I had a veteran one on, so I will take it. Thank you very much. So you can do Underpin more than one time in a week. Fascinating. All right. Lots of room to fight in. Yeah, that wasn't a bad spot, actually. Pretty pleased with that.
Watch your step.
I feel like it often goes much worse.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
This is 2025, you think this wouldn't be an issue anymore? Yeah. I don't know. Stuff like that is always kind of an arms race. You can build new defenses, but at the same time, any bad actors are going to be building new offenses. Kind of a never-ending battle. Am I done? No. Yes. Okay. We can, oh no. Not the Nerubians. Nearly done with this one. This will be my last thing for the day. I'll wrap up after this. I can't believe Sunday's over already. Another week went by. These are so fast. I'm gonna just see if I can camo past this. I'm sure I can. I don't know about Bran though. We good? Yeah, we're up here. Okay. Alright. Off and away.
Watch your step.
Got a lot done today. Yeah, it was actually pretty good. We got a pet from shipping and handling.
Watch your step.
I got a couple of new keys. 2 new keys plus 2 new Bountiful Eighths done for brain leveling and also for gear in my alt. Some Valor Stones and sent some upgrades.
AoE incoming.
I got Trial of Style finished. That's always nice.
Watch your step.
Caught up on all of the goods from that. I got the scrap mount from the Galagio garbage. It was a big day. You're absolutely right.
Watch your step.
You know, I told everybody about my scary spider dream. Clearly everybody was just like on tenterhooks waiting for that.
Watch your step. AoE incoming.
Ow, that hurts badly. That hurts very much. Bran, help. Here we go. We got people in my guild. My guildies are on. But some people in my guild are having some connection issues, so it's a bit strange that I'm fine. I think I'm just gonna turn in this delve and then get out of here while I can. Ruined crests, ruined crests. Got a nice cloak, another champion cloak, so there's options. Oh, gold. Not too bad. What level's my brand now? How you doing, buddy? DC'd mid-trial of style. Oh, bummer. You have so many bucks. I do have a lot of stuff with me. Full champion hero gear except for a cloak. Yeah, I still need a better neck piece and trinkets, but my gear is looking half decent. I could probably pug a normal raid. Maybe I'll do that at some point. It doesn't sound like me, but I bet I could do it just fine. I bet I would do a good job. I could probably pug part of heroic, honestly, at 646, but you know, let's not get carried away. Alright, I just want to see what level my brand got to. I have done that before. This is true. This is absolutely true. Oh, I could get green paint. I'm so close to the delve, about 7001. That'll be nice. That teleports you to a random bountiful delve. 57. He's coming along. He's gonna get to 60. I know it. I just know it. Okay. Green paint? Green. Let's put that on and then I'll go for the day. We're on One-Armed Bandit. Hero One-Armed Bandit. So we need to do that, then Muggsy, then we're on Galley. We full cleared on normal though. From trash to treasure. Guess there's an achievement for getting the Gobtrotter stuff. So we can make it green. Give it the harpoon nose, the flamethrower guns, the tailpipes, and the balloon. Which is, you know, fine. But I feel like the real move is the gold one. That's for underpin. Double question mark underpin, I'm pretty sure. You know, nice to have goals. Alrighty. Curls. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'll be back on Wednesday morning for the fresh start of the Wednesday through Sunday Hazel week. Hopefully servers come back up for you guys that are trying to game today. Appreciate the company. Thanks for spending this time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.